Good morning, students. Today I am going to take a short class on environmental education. Chapter 5: Human Activities and Degrading Environment. Human beings, because of its unique mental and physical capabilities, were able to modify the Earth's environment. They were able to develop for better and help other species to survive. They lived in harmony with the environment. On the other hand, they were degrading the environment because of their many activities. With the Industrial Revolution in the late 19th century, the human population has increased in an exponential rate, and more people demand resources and create more pollution. Natural resources and their depletion. Natural resources are those materials and substances that occur in nature. Of these, soil, water, and air are some of the main natural resources. Let us see how they are getting depleted every day. By many human activities such as deforestation, cutting down of land for making roads, buildings, dams, and industrial purposes, causes landslides and, as a result, soil erosion. By burning fossil fuels, releases carbon dioxide to the air, which is greenhouse gas, and contribute to the increase of global warming. Vehicles, factories, wildfires are some of the ways in which the air are getting polluted. The expanding human population needs irrigation and water for running industries. This leads to the depletion of groundwater as well as surface water. Water sources are contaminated with toxic chemicals and substances. Today, the world is experiencing a steady decline in availability of water and its quality. Another important effect is the ozone layer. This ozone layer lies in stratosphere above the Earth. It protects the Earth from ultraviolet rays which comes from the sun that can damage the tissues of the living cells and can cause skin cancer and other diseases. These ozone layers are being destroyed by industrial chemicals such as chlorofluorocarbons, which is known as CFCs, nitrous oxide, etc., that comes from the extensive use in refrigeration, air conditioning, aerosol sprays, etc. Many nations began working towards eliminating the manufacture and use of CFCs. However, CFCs remain in the atmosphere for more than 100 years, so ozone destruction will continue to pose a threat for the world. Let us now look at the environmental problems faced in the rural areas. The use of synthetic pesticides such as chlorinated hydrocarbons, DDT, etc. These pesticides are relatively insoluble in water. They cling to plant tissues and accumulate in the soil, at the bottom of the streams and ponds and the atmosphere. Although these synthetic chemicals are not found in nature, they nevertheless enter the food chain. The pesticides are either taken in by plant eaters or absorbed directly through the skin by such aquatic organisms as fish and various invertebrates. It passes from herbivores to carnivores, which is harmful to animals. Use of inorganic fertilizers such as nitrogen, phosphate, potash, etc. rural environment in most parts of the world has been transformed. Agriculture has been modernized. Inorganic fertilizers are being used in large scale. When these fertilizers are used carelessly, they are washed down to the water bodies, which leads to algal blooms choking whole stretches of water. This leads to the rotting of plants and depletion of oxygen, and finally, the death of fish. Nitrates are of prime concern since their presence in drinking water may cause methemoglobinemia in infants, commonly known as blue babies, which is due to the lack of oxygen in the cells. Thus, livestock are also affected by nitrate poisoning. Eutrophication. Plant nutrients also lead to eutrophication, which is the enrichment of water with nutrients. This leads to the excess growth of the algae and other aquatic plants, and their subsequent decay produces bad odors and depletes the oxygen content of water. There has been an increase in number of cattle and pigs, poultry, etc. Their sheds are commonly washed down to the drains and to the streams, causing pollution to water. Animal wastes are regarded as a source of soil fertility, but they also give rise to problems of bad odor and pollution. Some pathogens are then transmitted to the humans. Many rivers in the villages are used to bathe their cattle and throw waste into it. This pollutes the water and endangers the health of living beings. Desertification, overgrazing, and overcultivation are also some of the ways in which the environment are getting depleted. Let us therefore save the natural resources and save the environment around us. Thank you.